How to clean your indoor air and surfaces tutorial. Air quality monitors. This video is chapter 2. Be sure to check out the other videos. Again, here is a list of some common indoor air molecules. Some indoor air molecules we can test directly with kits. With the lead check, we simply swab the wall, and if it changes to a certain color, that means you tested positive for lead. We can also use air quality monitors to monitor the air. Each monitor, it may have one sensor or several. It may be accurate, less accurate. I spent the past year studying these air monitors extensively. One of the most common air molecules is 2 5/10 micrometers particulate matter. As you can see from this image, these molecules are quite tiny and they are inhaled into the body, and it's not good. How to read your air quality monitor. These images come from a more advanced air monitor that tells you per particle size. So in the top image, we actually see the number of particles in 1 liter of air, and we can see it per particle size. And then the graph is displayed over time. Now in the bottom right image, we can see the mass of particles per cubic meter. For some reason, this is how particles are usually measured. Mass of particles per cubic meter. I personally prefer to know the number of particles in air, but 99% of air monitors will simply tell you the mass of particles per cubic meter. So you can see in the green image, that's what your air monitor would normally display. One of the most common questions I get is, how many air purifiers should I own? The answer is, it's really up to you. In this slide, I show a situation where it could be like if you own 1, 2, or 3 HEPA purifiers. In the first image, you can see you would have 8 micrograms per meter cube of particulate matter. In the second image, with 2 HEPA purifiers, your air would be cleaner and you would be at 4 micrograms per meter cube. In the third image, you would have 3 HEPA purifiers and you would have excellent air at 1 micrograms per meter cube. So we use these charts, and every air molecule has its own standard chart. With particulate matter, if we're below 4.0, we have excellent air. So you would say in this situation, you would want 2 or possibly 3 HEPA purifiers. That's your choice. And every air molecule has its own standard, like nitrogen dioxide uses completely different units and numbers for what's good and bad quality air. So here's another example. In the top scene, we have 1 HEPA purifier for the floor. So as you can see, we have 4 micrograms per meter cube of particles. You can see conceptually what the particles could look like. In the second scene, we have 2 HEPA purifiers. Therefore, we have cleaner air at 1 microgram per meter cube. And as you can see, we have less particles. Both scenes have excellent air. It's your choice how many air purifiers you want to own. If you want cleaner air, generally speaking, you want to own more devices. Ambient outdoor ozone. Many people don't realize ozone is an ambient molecule that exists in air at all times. During the summer, it's extremely high, especially in high traffic areas. Ozone is created from many chemical reactions, and it could be sunlight, nitrogen oxides, and volatile organic compounds. Ozone is a very misunderstood molecule. Again, it exists in outdoor air at all times. Ambient ozone and air ionizers. Ozone is created from many chemical reactions, from sunlight, from volatile organic compounds mixing with other molecules in air, from traffic pollution, from cleaning supplies. And as you can see in the bottom left photo, that's ambient ozone inside of a grocery store. Again, ozone exists in all air at all times. This has nothing to do with ionizers. This is a natural molecule that simply exists. Now within the home, we want to reduce ambient ozone. And as you can see conceptually in this chart, the more ionizers you own, the less ozone there will be inside your home. So here is a sunny day, and we have low ozone inside the home, but we have high ozone outside. When you keep your windows open, your ozone could actually go much, much higher into toxic levels. This is why it's very important to own an ozone monitor so we know the ozone indoors. Again, this has absolutely nothing to do with ionizers. Ions and ozone are two different things. I'm not sure why people confuse them, probably because everyone's very special. That's my guess. I want to give an air quality monitor example of volatile organic compounds. Let's say your neighbor's smoking and those volatile organic compounds come into your home. Your air monitor will skyrocket. What you would do is turn on your ionizer and you will notice your volatile organic compounds go straight down. Then ionizer will turn it to mostly water vapor until your air is completely clean. Where you place your air quality monitor is very important. Air molecules are always coming from all over the place, and there's so many variables. Your window may be open or closed, your door may be open or closed, you may have Vox coming from the kitchen. If your air monitor is on your desk, it might say 500 parts per billion. If it's in the background on a shelf, it might say 350 parts per billion. Generally speaking, gas molecules will spread, evenly in the room, but if you have a window open, then that could actually change the number. So the placement of your air monitor is very important, and you have to study your home to know where are the best locations, because you want it to, show the most accurate number of what you're actually inhaling. Air monitor locations. Every home is different. You have to learn to design your own setup. So generally speaking, we might have volatile organic compound monitors in the bathroom or bedroom. We might have nitrogen dioxide monitors in the kitchen. We might have smoke detectors and carbon monoxide detectors in the kitchen and basement. And we might have radon detectors on the first floor or basement. Every home is different. If you live on a busy street, you might want a nitrogen dioxide monitor that's facing the busy street. So you want to place your monitors where you believe the pollution is coming from. And you can move your monitors around, study your home, and see what's going on. As you can see, there are many future topics I will address. Please let me know if you have any questions.